So let's see. What does it say here? India strikes Pakistan 2 weeks after terrorist attack. The strikes on what India called terror camps escalated to conflict between the nuclear powers. Pakistan said at least 8 people were killed. Um, all right. India said early Wednesday that it had conducted strikes on Pakistan. This kind of game, I have to put this back on. Sorry for the interruption. We have technical issues.
It's important to have the right look, or no one's going to listen to you.
Yeah. 2 weeks after more than 2,000 civilians were killed in a terrorist attack in Indian-administered Kashmir, the Indian government said its forces had struck 9 sites on Pakistan and on Pakistan's side of the disputed Kashmir region. Pakistani military officials said at least 8 people were killed and 35 others wounded after 6 places were hit in Punjab province and its part of Kashmir.
That's genocide.
Yeah, literally is. While India in recent years has struck Pakistan-administered Kashmir and areas close to it during periods of rising tensions, the attack on Wednesday on Punjab and Pakistani territory outside the contested region represented an escalation in the conflict between the two nuclear-armed countries.
They seem to really emphasize nuclear-armed.
Yes. What's very important here is that both countries have nuclear weapons. So both countries, when they have nuclear weapons, when there is war, could go crazy and bomb the food out of each other. So it's pretty bad, and it can be very spicy.
And
nuclear weapons.
Yep, very, very spicy stuff in India. Yep. And a lot of these places are pretty densely populated.
This is true. Very, very true. Tensions have sharpened again. Global leaders have warned of potentially dire consequences if the two sides fail to de-escalate. The two nations have fought several wars, the most recent in 1999, and have edged to the brink more than once since then. So, yeah. Things are getting serious, man. India said on Wednesday that it had struck Pakistan after gathering evidence pointing toward the clear involvement of Pakistan-based terrorists in last month's attack on civilians in a tourist area in Kashmir. It is said it's...
One second. Akash Chowdhury said, the north is not densely populated. What makes you think if you were going to go nuclear, you would just attack the north, Akash? What makes you think that? Who said that? Who said, no, their attacks would be, if they went to nuclear war, their attacks would be limited to the north, and that's as far as anyone in the war can fire. Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead, AP.
Yeah.
Apu.
I'm not sure why people are laughing. It's just very serious topic.
You need to switch AP to Apu.
It said that its military actions have been measured, responsible, and designed to be non-escalatory in nature. It added that it had targeted only known terror camps. In its own statement on Wednesday, the Pakistani government called the Indian strikes an unprovoked, blatant act of war that had violated Pakistan's sovereignty. Pakistan said that the Indian actions will not go unanswered and that it would respond at a time and place of its own choosing. Pakistani military officials said they had begun a measured but forceful response. At least one fighter jet went down on the Indian side of Kashmir News Channel in India reported. It was unclear which country the jet belonged to or what caused it to go down. So you have the sites of the strikes. So India says that it exclusively struck terrorist targets or terrorist cells that belong to terrorist activities and all that. So this is what they have gone for. There were initial reports that the attacks have been the attacks are on certain civilian targets, the attacks are on certain mosques and this and that, but India said that it is a very precise and direct strike on such targets that need to be taken out, which may be involved in the entire conflict here, and India warned basically Pakistan not to escalate this any further, because India is totally in the right here, right? India has been attacked by Islamic terrorists of Pakistani origin, Islamic terrorists from Pakistan, many times before. Mm-hmm. The last very big one was
Mumbai massacre.
Was Mumbai in 2008, where they over several days, I believe, carried out multiple attacks and killed hundreds of people. And it led back to Pakistani origin terrorists. This is India is just taking this, and some people were actually expecting that India would take this last terrorist attack as well and not do anything about it. But if we go into how messed up the last terrorist attack was, it would also people would also probably understand why many people inside India, including even many Muslims in India, were looking for India to retaliate and to do something about this, because the terrorist attack that was carried out was pretty messed up. AP, you should play the Pakistan grape meme video of the teachers asking what Pakistani kids would do when they grow up. Wait.
What is that? That sounds messed up.
No, it's not messed up. It's just
Is it real or is it a joke?
It's so stupid. It's just a video where this woman asked Pakistani kids what they want to do when they grow up. But some people memed it into all kinds of messed up things. I hope I get one that is without any messed up things inserted. Let's see.
My pledge is that I will be pilot and I'll help everyone. Pilot.
Yeah, he's a pilot. Great. You see, this is the spirit. We love Pakistan.
My pledge to my country is that when I will grow up, I will be the scientist like Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan,
That's messed
who
up.
helped Pakistan in making the nuclear power.
Inshallah, we have a bright future. We have here students who are going to make Pakistan a great nuclear nation.
When I will grow up, I will be army and save Pakistan and destroy India.
Strong army. Wow, great.
Who need for like people money and all this.
He's going to help the people in Pakistan. Great.
I will open as much educational institution as possible and I'm proud to be a Pakistani.
The next generation of Pakistan is going to make Pakistan literacy 100%.
What's wrong with you, man?
People just think this is like the funniest thing ever.
It's pretty funny.
Man. Anyway, let us continue. A spokesman for the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres called for restraint from two sides, adding the world cannot afford a military confrontation between India and Pakistan. But the scale and nature of the attacks by India are likely to provoke a significant retaliation by Pakistan, said Asfandiar Mir, a senior fellow in the South Asia program at the Stevenson Center in Washington. After attacks against Indian security forces in Indian-administered Kashmir in 2016 and 2019, India conducted more limited strikes in Pakistani-controlled territory, but this time India has crossed two significant thresholds in its military actions by hitting a large number of sites in Pakistan and striking the Pakistani heartland in Punjab, Mr. Mir said. So, as you can see, things are, kicking off, and right now, India boasts that they have struck locations, that they have struck military terrorist targets and terrorist cells. I saw this video here. This video here of an explosion. You can see.
But notice that you see an explosion. The guy starts Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean he's behind it. They just start yelling Allahu Akbar whenever they hear gunshots or explosions or anything.
Well, we don't know if it was him, or maybe it was him. So.
Yeah, well, that's true. Hey, hang on. So there was a terrorist attack. A bunch of people were killed. Then India retaliated by targeting terrorist infrastructure. But Pakistan apparently shot down a few planes. So it's possible they could squash it right now, right? Because both sides did damage. So India could say, hey, we retaliated against these guys for what they did. And Pakistan could say, hey, they did something in our country, but we shot down several of their planes. So Possible. If neither side did anything after this, it's possible they could say, okay, we dealt with that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. If either side does something again, then the other side has to retaliate again.
So AP news, Apostate Prophet news
Mhm.
here.
Most reliable news
Most reliable, best news
besides
ever.
the Daily Wire.
Yeah. Says Indian operation codenamed Sindoor aircraft has crashed on school building in outskirts of Srinagar. Airport closed to civilian fights in Indian-controlled Kashmir, its main city. India says Pakistani army shelling kills 3 people. Indian operation. Villages report another aircraft crash in India-controlled Kashmir. Pilots recovered. Another aircraft has reportedly crashed in an open field in a village close to the line of control in India-controlled Kashmir, residents said. The aircraft crashed shortly after India launched missile strikes on Pakistan early Wednesday. There's lots of information going around, such as that that Pakistan took down Indian fighter jets or something, but no side has so far, as I can see, actually acknowledged any loss in their equipment. So I'm not sure what the truth behind this is, but we will see further what's up. It's also, of course, the usual thing that 2 very proud sides in a conflict will initially abstain from announcing that they have losses on their own sides. That's what they do. The one thing is that if India and Pakistan go to war, this will have very, very serious consequences. For example, if you want to call tech service, you will suddenly not get anyone on the line. You will go to gas stations; they will be shut down. They will be closed. You will go to the doctor will not be there.
And of course, what you'll have is Western nations, especially the UK, will go, oh no, Pakistan's at war. Let's take in the entire nation of Pakistan into UK cities and give them open access to every 12-year-old girl in the country.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So
The good thing is
that will make sense in their heads.
The good thing is that we will probably get fewer calls from people who will who try to scam us into giving our credit card information and send money over to them or something like that. So,
well, I'm good because I already gave mine to a African prince.
Good. That's a good decision, man. Well done. But so if this escalates, this could lead to something bigger. Let's just hope it doesn't, and let's just hope it stays within whatever it is right now. There is no need for these 2 nations to go to war, to go all-out war. It would be kind of stupid of Pakistan to do this, considering that the Pakistani army is probably incredibly incompetent, and they would be defeated by India once again, and it would end in nothing but senseless bloodshed. At least do not involve other nations into this. For Pakistan, the most rational thing would be to stand down and let India do whatever they want to do, and then for us to then continue, or just get out of the region, go somewhere else, let India take all of it, and be done with it. However, we all prefer peace. I hope that this can end in peace. I would not wish to be serious for the first time during this entire live stream. I don't wish for anyone on either side to be harmed by this.
Wow, Christian AP is way more peaceful than because like 6 months ago you'd have been like, I hope they wipe Pakistan off the map.
But that's what I'm thinking. I'm just not saying it because I'm trying to.
Yeah. You've gained self-control.
No, seriously. I wish for peace, hope for peace, and hope that they see sense and stop Islam. The thing is, whenever there are Islamist groups involved, whenever there are Islamist terrorist organizations involved, wherever there is Islamism, you see conflicts, you see killings of civilians, you see the Islamists themselves and the Islamist side not being able to take care of their own Islamists and so on. It's very, 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 it's very disgusting. And India has a right to defend itself. India has been taking much of this forever. I am, on one hand, glad to see that India is retaliating and being strong this
You
time.
can't
in the
you
face
can't
of
just
terrorism.
you can't just not do anything. That sends a message
Yeah,
to terrorists
exactly,
that, hey, we'll just
exactly.
let you get away with this.
Exactly. On the other hand, sad to see escalations and all that. So